got some more very interesting news when it comes to Xbox and with pretty much what's going on with the future of Xbox. And this is something that I feel like, maybe not enough people are talking about, but they probably should be. And I'm sure that there's probably a lot of YouTubers and things like that who are going to make videos about it. And I'm one of them. Obviously not like some huge YouTuber or anything like that, but it is still nice to talk about stuff and kind of give my 2 cents on this. For as long as I can remember, Microsoft has always been synonymous with like a power situation, hardcore gamers, that type of thing. And that's exactly why I think this is important news. So here we go. I want to say, please keep a grain of salt with this. I really think that this is something that like people have to kind of realize, even with rumors and leaks and stuff, things change all the damn time. Even Microsoft's official documents could change, right? Like things from those can change. So this is in regards to the next, and I already did a video on this a little bit, but even more news has come out then. According to this, the next Xbox could launch before 2027, although I gotta be honest, I think launching, unless the PlayStation 6 is coming out in 2027, I feel like Microsoft shouldn't launch in 2026. I think that they should launch in 2027 if the PS6 is launching in 2028. Just my 2 cents. A few months ago, a huge leak stemming from Microsoft's Activision Blizzard case outed a potential Series X console refresh for next year. A lot of people covered that. These plans seem believable given that they came from the FTC files. However, a new rumor completely suggests that this refresh may no longer be in the pipeline and that Microsoft could launch its next generation Xbox sooner than we might think instead. According to this, they've dug up some tweets and some information, seemingly accurate claims about PlayStation and its PS5 plans in the past, as well as the Xbox Next. They're fairly old now, and so take them with a grain of salt, but also, speaking on a recent podcast, well-known journalist Jeff Grubb discussed these Xbox rumors while also corroborating some of these claims about PlayStation as well, saying that next Xbox might release in 26. Grubb says that one of the leakers that leaked stuff from PlayStation side is saying the Xbox Next will be released in 2026. No clue whether it's an Xbox Series Pro or the next generation Xbox. That's one thing right there. Jeff said that he can mostly confirm this, but there are some details that might not be fully locked into place. He also added that the leaker said that all the leaked all-digital Xbox Series X was canceled so that they could get to the next Xbox that much faster. Because let's face it, when you have a mid-gen refresh, it really limits how fast you can get out your next-gen platform, right? Like, people will feel a certain kind of way, definitely, if you release a new console. Let's say this new console is $600 or whatever. Somebody drops $600, and 2 years later you're dropping your next gen console, and it's probably not going to be $600, but it's going to be more powerful than your mid-gen refresh. And your mid-gen refresh was also just a half step, because that's what mid-gen refreshes are. They're using basically a lot of the same hardware, especially the CPU, and you're not getting that much more out of it. So I can understand why Microsoft would maybe scrap their cylindrical 2 terabyte Series X with no disk drive in order to get their next gen console out. We'll see how that kind of works out, but very, very interesting to say the least. And again, saying the potential release date, one of the more reliable sources, Jeff Grubb, he has been, whether you like the guy or not, discussed the possibility of a 2026 release on his YouTube show. He referenced a leaker again. So it's very interesting. Grubb couldn't confirm if this would be an entirely new generation or an updated version. But again, why would you release a mid-gen refresh in 2026, right? If you were going to release a next-gen in 28 to go right up against the PS6, that's only 2 years. I think that's a bad strategy, in my personal opinion. Naturally, the internet now is speculating about the Xbox console, the next one. On one hand, the leak could be taken about an updated version of the series hardware, similar to the PS5 Pro. However, the company's earlier statement contradicts this. In fact, the company has already referred to Xbox Series X as the mid-gen refresh. Thus, it's unlikely that the company will invest in whatever it wants to call an upgraded version of the Series X and S outside a slimmed-down version. With the rapid advancements in technology, including advanced graphics, processing speeds, and more, immersive gaming experiences, the next Xbox console is expected to feature significant upgrades over its predecessors as well. The 2026 timeline for the release also makes sense when considering the typical lifespan of gaming consoles, which is usually around 6 years. By 2026, it would have been 6 years since the last Xbox console came out. The gaming industry has been unconventional shifts in recent years, partly due to the global pandemic, which had affected production timelines and supply chains. The industry's pace suggested a new console in 2026 would maybe perhaps align with the market expectations with the advancements of the particular time, increasing popularity of cloud gaming. Well, I guess that's increasing. The integration of AI and machine learning in game development and the push towards more immersive gaming experience indicate that the next Xbox will likely embrace some of these trends. Xbox One embraced some of these trends as well, at least the cloud game. Remember, it's as powerful as, 100 Xbox 360s or whatever it was. And the focus on expanding Game Pass also suggests that the company is gearing up for a significant leap in gaming itself. Despite the rumors, obviously Microsoft has not confirmed plans for it, although they did say they are working on it, the next Xbox already. So we do have that to kind of look at and say, okay, well, those things are actually kind of happening with what's going on right now. Hopefully we see something before too long with this stuff. Again, for me personally, I am kind of looking forward to seeing what Microsoft is offering in the short to mid-term. But, again, Microsoft themselves have to come out and confirm this stuff. This is like one of the things what really kind of comes down to what is happening in the video game universe, in the Stratusverse and stuff like that. I want to see Microsoft be able to go out there and compete and, do great things. And I think one of the things that they're going to have to continue to do is they're going to have to be able to go out there and have plenty of hardware that really kind of kicks ass or whatever. So, that's the thought process from me anyway. I'm sure a lot of you probably think the same way. Again, and I've covered this multiple times already, and I've said my piece on it. I understood the mid-gen refreshes of the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. Sony had the VR. They're believe it or not, even though people want to go, well, 1080p, the PS4 at the launch PS4 was an extremely weak console. The launch Xbox One was an extremely weak console. We should have got what those mid-gen refreshes were at the beginning, and there probably wouldn't have been a need for a mid-gen refresh that generation. This generation, we're just now starting to see games that aren't cross-gen, and now they're going to come out with a new console saying, hey, buy this for the midterm. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But maybe it makes sense to you. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys enjoy the content, please let me know. Sound off below. Please like the video. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Rack that up. Crap Gamer out.